A monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric, and that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's gone for a throw-in. Kone, Dembele, Koundé, gently done.
Well, Lisa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Odegaard. Rabiot. Dembele. Digne. And here's Barcola. And that's aimed into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Ryerson. And here's Haaland. Digne aim forwards. Dembele. Now it's Olise. Olise, now here's the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Koundé. Olise. Pings it across. Odegaard. Haaland. Solot. Haaland. He is just caressing the ball. Odegaard. Aimed in towards the centre. Saliba can get it clear. Ryerson. Odegaard. And here's Hart is having a shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Rabiot. Dembele. Digne. And it's Dembele. Rabiot. Kone. Olise. That is good strength. In with the challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Berger. And here's Haaland. Haaland! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Kone. Dembele. Olise. Olise shifted upfield. Odegaard. Ryerson. Berger.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Digne. There are a few waiting for it. Barcola. Oh, sweet feet. Norway. He's gone for goal! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Kone brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Digne. Barcola. Koundé. Dembele. Olise. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Barcola. And it's Digne. Oh, nice touch. Rabiot. Saliba. Dembele. Kone. Rabiot. Digne. And here's Barcola. And here's Barcola. Rabiot. Rabiot chips it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ryerson. Sorloth. Sorloth making good progress on the right-hand side. Mignon claims it without any fuss. Rabiot. First quarter of an hour gone. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And here's Dembele. Dembele. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Driven forward. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Either side really getting hold of the ball. A searching ball out wide. Koundé does really well there, strong defending. Ødegaard. Berger. Ryerson. And here's Sørloth. Played out wide. Sørloth. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a throw. Hit into the middle. That has been knocked. Sørloth! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Sørloth. Berger. Sørloth. Nicely intercepted. Saliba. Barcola. Digne. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ryerson. Oh, there's a probing ball. Haaland. Ødegaard. Great run on the overlap here. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
France, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And it's played forward. That's really well cleared. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Sørloth. That's really well manoeuvred. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that is out of play. Sørloth. Played out to the right. And it's Ødegaard. Berger. And here's Sørloth. Ryerson. Now the ball in. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's been taken short. The ball goes in. It's a good run down the right. He has found the way through. Mbappe. Koundé. Dembele. Rabiot. Digne. Koundé. Dembele. And here's Olise. Olise clears it away. Barcola. Rabiot. Upamecano. Olise. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Cross goes in there. Done delicately. Can he latch on to this? Rabiot. Saliba shifted upfield. Out towards the flank. Barcola. Can he finish? And he's heaved it away. And here's Barcola. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? Oh, that's neat. And it's Digne. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Solot. Ødegaard. Rabiot. Kone. Kone. Olise. Nice control. Time to deliver. Olise's cross.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And here's Dembele. Haaland. Berger. Clipped into space. He's in plenty of space here. Gets into some space. Now what about this cross? Crossed in again. And that has been cleared. Played into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, such a clever touch. That has been knocked clear. Gets it away. Digne. Mbappe. Olise. Kone. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Meccano is there, and he can get that clear. Here's Solot. Here's Solot. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Odegaard. That's Solot. Solot. Rabiot aim forwards. That is a great pick out. Kone. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Haaland did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Solot. Solot, gently done. Kone. Rabiot. And it's Digne. That's tidy. Rabiot. And here's Dembele. Barcola. Digne. And here's Dembele. Rabiot proves too strong. Moved on forwards. Nice physical challenge. Kone succumbs to the pressure. Berger. Ryerson. Solot. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Haaland! Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Odegaard. Haaland. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Digne. Saliba, and it's played forward. Solot. Barcola. He's through here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. Ryerson. Solot. Ryerson. Aim forwards. Well read, nice interception. Kone. Elise. Oh, that's nice. Kunde. Dembele. Olise. Olise's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Norway. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Haaland tries making a foray down the right. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Berger. And here's Ødegaard. Ødegaard! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries to get it clear. And that's a throw. Kone with the clearance. Dembele. Saliba. Rabiot. Barcola. Good play on the left-hand side here. That has been cut short. And claimed it back swiftly. Ødegaard. Moved on forwards. Calmly anticipates. Rabiot. Kone. Kunde. Dembele. Thinks one through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is a little undercooked. Solot. Berger. And it's played forward. Lovely bit of skill. Olise. Koundé. Kone. That's a lovely, neat pass. Clearly not happy with that. Surlot. Berger. Out to the right. Ødegaard. Holland purring through the gears. Here's Surlot. Berger. Mbappe. Now it's Olise.
Norway, well, yet another interception.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Digne. And here's Barcola. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Berger. Ødegaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Olise. Dembele. Haaland. Ødegaard. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Aim forwards. Ødegaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rabiot. Berger forwards and with intent. Barcola, he's found a way through. Flings it across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So who's he picking out? Digne crosses. Clears it away. Real chance! Now that's well seen too. And it's Rabiot. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Surlot. He's shifting through the gears here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mignon claims it, and the danger passes. And that is as far as they're going to go. Digne. Rabiot. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Rabiot. Barcola. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Caresses it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Barcola. Rabiot. Kone. Wins the duel this time. Solot. Ryerson. Solot. Ryerson. Ødegaard. Quick ball upfield. Pass has gone astray. Barcola. Saliba, gently done. And he cuts out the supply. Just about up to the hour now. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Moved on forwards. And it's Dembele. Ødegaard does really well to win the ball there. Digne. Barcola takes a look up. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France have a free kick. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. It's Dembele! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Berger. And it's played forward. It's just beyond his reach. Dembele. Olise. That's good play. Oh, nice one too, very nice. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Looking for a decent ball in. Digne. That's very neat. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Solot. Ryerson. That's a little off target. Saliba. Upamecano, gently done. Dembele, played out towards the right wing. Can he get onto this? Olise. Oh, it's played into the... Oh, smashing header! And that was very necessary. Solot. Well timed, excellent interception. Ødegaard. Ryerson. Berger. Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. Kone. Upamecano, forwards and with intent. Koundé. Now it's Mbappe. Berger cuts it out. Now then, the ball's come loose. Applies the finish! And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Ryerson. Solot. Muscular approach does pay off here. Digne. Kone. Over to the left. Barcola. Berger. Ryerson. Berger. Ødegaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Koundé producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Dembele. Ryerson. Ødegaard. Kone. Moved on forwards. Digne. Quality ball. And that has been cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's on a charge. He is through here. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Norway have reclaimed it. Aim forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Saliba. Played over towards the opposite flank. Dembele. And it's Kone. Upamecano. Dembele. Kone. Rabiot. Barcola. It's a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel. Dembele. And it's Rabiot. Kone. And the shot! Terrific save by Nyland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Elisa is offering a right smile there.
Haaland proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of
Tries a shot! Well, that is rather wayward. Kone. Rabiot shifted upfield.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Spread out to the left. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Barcola. Barcola's cross. No, that's not going to find its target.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Odegaard. Out to the left it goes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dembele. Berger does really well to win the ball there. Koundé cuts out the pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. Barcola. A chance to play it in. And it's Digne. It's run loose here.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Odegaard. Haaland. And here's Odegaard. Bob. Takes a shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Berger. Haaland. Berger tries to dink it through. And that's been won straight back. Ryerson. Odegaard.
Norway really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Barcola. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Aimed in towards the centre. Rabiot gets it away. And it's Berger. Berger, shot a goal! Oh, Perfect save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rabiot. Aim forwards. Dembele.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Ryerson. Moved on forwards. Bob. Berger. And it's played forward.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cuts out the pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Moved on forwards. Koundé. Upamecano. Rabiot. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Dembele. Rabiot. Kone. Bob. Berger.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Berger. Rabiot. Kone. Koundé. Kone. Saliba shifted upfield. And he's there to clear it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
So time is nearly up. One Dembele!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. Barcola. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ambitious ball here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Koundé. Kone. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Dembele! It's off target and by quite a way. Final seconds, this has to be it. Now who's going to be first to this?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Kone. That's been drilled forward. Olise is sporting a guilty look. And he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Now it's Berger. Ryerson tries a deft little ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. They are right into last chance territory. Rabiot. Barcola. Saliba. And it's played forward. Rabiot aim forwards. Barcola. There's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Berger, and the keeper's got it again. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
And it will be decided by the melodrama of penalties. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. So this one to set the tone. And he's found the net.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
And stepping up, the skipper. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Barcola is the second man to step up for his team.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
This then to level matters.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Olise is third in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he guessed wrong.
Dembele comes up, their fourth taker. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. And he delivers! Norway have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.